Manual override initiated. Cryogenic stasis suspended.
Well, you guys requested it, or at least a few of you did. I'm back in Fallout 4. So I've gotten pretty excited to play this because, Bethesda is going to be announcing Fallout 76. Actually, that's happening later today because I'm recording this on Sunday, June 10th. So I'm just going to record a little bit of this, but then I'm going to go and watch the whole announcement of whatever this might be that's happening. Hopefully it's not just like Fallout Shelter 2 or like Fallout MMO or Fallout, I don't know. Everybody's talking about it being a battle royale, and I really hope it's not a battle royale. Anyway, about the playthrough that I have going today, you'll notice that Nate is over there, but also I'm not playing as a woman. So this is actually just kind of an artifact of a mod that I have in that I won't actually be using. The same-sex marriage mod. So I kind of played around with it, and I thought maybe I'll do a playthrough with that, but then I thought, basically I would be playing the same game exactly again, just I would have been canonically gay married. But this time around, I'm using an alternate start mod, but it changes some of the speech that's made in the game. So, like, the character that I'll be playing is in a vault, is in the vault 111, but he's not Nate or Nora. He was actually one of their neighbors. For some reason, it puts me in Nate/Nora's pod. And you'll also notice that it puts me in this pod. So just ignore that. And now, across from me, Nate has disappeared. I don't know if that happens without the gay marriage mod installed. Maybe Nora would still appear in the pod. But if you try to open it,
why would Vault
he doesn't freak out the same way that he would if Nora had been in the pod. And it just does not open at all. So I'm just a neighbor, like I said. Somebody who was in the same neighborhood, the same area. I've kind of got a little bit of a backstory that I've written for myself. But first, before I can leave, you can see this is open to the terminal. I have to set up my stats in here. So the character that I'm going to be kind of role-playing as, I'm not going to do role-playing like really heavy role-playing where I'm like acting like the person, because one, it feels kind of weird since he has his own voice and he speaks. But also, I'm not a very good actor, and I don't want to be cringy. So, the character that we're playing is Zhang Li Wei, or just Li. That's what he prefers to go by. Let me get my papers, because I wrote down what I want to have here. Let me see. Starting stats. Starting with 10. And I know everybody says do not start with 10 because you'll find a bobblehead, but you don't max out at 10 in Fallout 4. You can continue on. So you'll actually continue to get bonuses for going above 10. So when we find the bobblehead and go up to 11, we'll also get more strength. Perception is at 1. Endurance is a 5. Charisma is a 1. Intelligence a 1. Agility a 5. And luck a 5. So I'm playing a build that I have never tried before. Every time I play Fallout, I play the stealthy, long-range shooting type guy. Like in New Vegas, I think I used the varmint rifle for like half the game just because I found a scope in Good Springs and I liked playing ranged. So now we're going to be up close and personal. So the character that I'm playing, Li, is the son of a Chinese spy, but so let me see. I need to set up health history. Which one did I want? Oh shit, I forgot. I think it was heavy-handed. So this is also part of the mod that I've got, the alternate start mod. You can more fine-tune your character with traits like you would in previous Fallouts. So there's a positive and a negative for each of these. You swing harder but expend more energy, so melee attacks do 20% more damage, but cost more action points. So I'm going to go with that. I think, no, it wasn't broad shoulders, that's carry weight. The other one I want was, I just chose heavy-handed. Shit, where was it? Loose cannon, no. Hot-blooded, maybe? No, that wasn't the one. Bruiser? Bigger and slower. Power attacks are stronger, but cost more action points to perform. So I'm going, like, all out, up close and personal. I'm done. Bruiser, heavy-handed. Yeah. I think that's all I need to do. And then I can open up the door. Yeah. So like I said, he is the son of a Chinese spy in, the old world. But he grew up in the US not realizing that his father was a spy. So he came to love the US, and he eventually finds out who his father is and leaves home because he does not want to be party to that. So he goes off, makes his own way, works at the Red Rocket, the one that's just right down from Sanctuary Hills. He gets a house over by Sunshine Tidings Co-op and lives there. Or, not that he lives there. Wait, no, he lives in Concord. Sorry, I'm mixing up my story. He lives in Concord, but his family had been living by Sunshine Tidings. That'll be important later on as I'm playing through.
Roaches.
Is there anything else I wanted to get in here? I don't think so. So, he goes off, works at the Red Rocket. His dad continues to kind of watch over him, though, and eventually purchases him a spot in Vault 111 because he knows that things are not going good and war is pretty much inevitable.
What happened here? Where is everyone?
So that's how he gets his space in Vault 111. I had to kind of force that in with my story, though, because, playing this way as a neighbor, as the person who's in the vault, you just kind of have to. There are options to start as a Chinese national, Chinese spy or whatever out in the wild, out in the wasteland. But the way that this mod works, it also changes the dialogue around a little bit. So, also, I do not want to use a gun. It changes the dialogue around, so as a neighbor, it's going to do a few things like Codsworth isn't going to be kind of shown as just like the house butler. He's just a crazy robot who thinks that I'm his master. But also, it removes a few of the references to Sean as best it can without breaking the dialogue. If I had played as somebody who started out in the wasteland, the gymnastics needed to be done to make that work would be even stronger, and I don't know if I'd be able to actually do much of the main quest without it being really awkward. So hopefully this way I could still follow the main quest because, I saw the opening sequence back down in there, and I know that the kid was stolen from this vault. Open? Yep. Sorry if I'm kind of just rambling. I'm trying to make my way out and think of how to tell my story at the same time. So some of the goals that he's gonna have. He's not very smart and not very charismatic, but he does want the best for people. So I'm gonna play him as an overall good character. It's hard to play a evil, psychotic sort of character in this game anyway. So we're going good. He also is a bit of a loner because of how he left home and went on his own, so I'll probably not take a whole lot of companions with me. And that also fits with how I'm going to take the Lone Wanderer trait. but I'm not going to take that for a while, so up until that point, I'll go with companions. But then afterwards, I'll probably just stick with dog meat. Is there anything else I need over there? Oh yeah, there's the bullets. Not that I'm going to be using guns, but, you know. Let's get our Pip-Boy. I've got the gold kit for Pip-Boy again, plus I've got a, like a satellite map mod. So our Pip-Boy will look pretty nice. Some other mods I've got installed, I have a lot of the texture mods that I had last time, so it's going to be spring outside. And I've also got a bunch of armor mods installed, so there are going to be different outfits that I can wear. And I don't think there's anything I need in there. Oh, my phone's still on. Oops, sorry. Let's open this up. And I've also got sim settlements. So even though I have low charisma, you know, he's a good guy and he wants to help out, wants to rebuild. Sim settlements allows me to assign my companions as basically mayors of the towns. So they'll rebuild on their own. And I won't even have to deal with it. I can just come by and be like, look at all of this stuff you guys have made. Wow. For weapons and armor, I'm going to be using, you know, melee stuff. But any kind of Chinese equipment I find, I'm going to favor. So like Chinese officer sword or Chinese officer uniform or anything like that is going to be instantly like higher up than anything else I find. There it went. Okay. But yeah, overall I'm going to be trying to rebuild things, particularly Sunshine Tidings, since that's going to be sort of like where he grew up. And yeah, going to use all the Chinese weapons and stuff I can find. Oh, another thing that I've decided to do is I'm going to play him sarcastically, because this is another thing I've never done before. I've got a mod installed that hides all of the sarcastic options, so all it says is just sarcastic. But anytime a sarcastic dialogue option comes up, I'm taking that. I mean, otherwise, he's a good guy, but he is definitely going to be just sarcastic all around. Well, I think that's kind of the introduction. So here he is. This is Lee. Should I put him with the... Oh yeah, you can't get in front whenever you have your weapon drawn. That bothers me so much. Okay, put it away. Here, let's get a nice view. Is he ready to go to town? Alright, well, anyway. This is him. That's the story. And, yeah, if you have anything that you want to add, any additions, any rules, any stipulations that I can put on myself, then let me know in the comments below. I'm gonna start recording this series over the coming weekend. So right now it's the 10th. So next weekend, I'm gonna record with any ideas that you guys might have. If you absolutely hate the backstory I've got and you think that I should do something else, or if you think I should use one of the actual alternate start choices that are available, then let me know that. So I'm using I think it's the Start Me Up mod. I'll put a link in the description, so if you want to look and see if there's a better option, then you can do that. But for now, this is the plan. This is the guy I've developed. That's what we're doing. So yeah, leave me a comment, let me know, and we'll get started with our Fallout adventure next weekend. Thank you for joining me today, and I look forward to you joining me in the future. So, let's zoom out dramatically. That's as far as we can go. Okay, that's it. All right. Goodbye.